Here is the BlackBerry 8520, an inexpensive messaging device from Research in Motion, bound for the T-Mobile network. Let's take a quick spin around this new phone's hardware. Perhaps the biggest feature that's worth pointing out is the fact that this BlackBerry does not have a trackball, which has been the main navigational tool on BlackBerries for the last few years, and it is replaced instead with an optical mouse pad. This is used to interact with the screen rather than scrolling around. And in our few moments of testing, it is actually quite responsive. It's one of the best optical trackpads I've used, and I thought it worked pretty well. So that's a nice little surprise that this new feature, this new technology for a BlackBerry device actually does work pretty good. As for the keyboard, it is small. It's on the smaller side, and the keys are tightly packed together. They've got a little bit less shape and a little bit less contouring when compared to devices such as the Tor or the Bold, and that leads to a little bit more trouble finding each particular key as you're typing. But Research in Motion generally does a good job with its keyboards, and this one's still very usable. And we have send and end keys, the BlackBerry key and the back key. Taking a look around the phone, we've got a full 3.5mm headset jack here, micro USB port, and difficult to see convenience key here that's covered with rubber. This rim around the edge of the phone is rubberized, which makes it easy to grip. And you can see here on the right side of the phone we've got another application key as well as the volume toggle here, also hidden under the rubber coating. On the back, we have the 2-megapixel camera with no flash, no autofocus, just standard 2-megapixel, although it does capture video. SIM card and, of course, micro SD card go here under the battery cover. So let's take a little bit of a look at the software that is on the 8520. So here's the basic home screen on the 8520. This thing uses BlackBerry OS software 4.6.1, which is a little bit older than some of the software shipping on other BlackBerries, such as the Tor or the Bold, which are running on 4.7 and up. It does have improved graphics compared to some of the older styles, but it's still not the brand newest operating system from RIM. Hitting the BlackBerry key, we can go into the full menu here, and you can see we've got access to all sorts of different features. And we'll go into music real quick because I forgot to show you something earlier. Once we start some music playback, we have some controls along the top of the phone. You can see them here. We've got a rewind key, a play pause key, and a forward key. So these are media controller keys, as well as the ever-present silent switch on the top of the 8520. Yeah, you can use these to interact with your library as on the fly as you go without having to open up the software in the phone. So that's a nice touch for the 8520 to introduce to the BlackBerry line. Has a full HTML browser, T-Mobile's My Faves, BlackBerry Instant Messenger, camera application, Web to Go from T-Mobile. We'll look at that real quick and see the latest offering from T-Mobile. So here's Web to Go. The screen looks pretty good. You can see we've got some tabs at the top, and I can move the cursor around with my thumb, just like I would a mouse on a PC, and it works pretty well. We'll go to CNN and see what's going on in the world. And here are some headlines and a little drop-down menu. The screen of the BlackBerry 8520 is good, but it's not nearly as good as the screen on the Storm or the Bold or the Tor. This is a quarter VGA resolution, and it's good, but it's not the insanely crystal clear screens that are on some of Research in Motion's other hardware. Back out to the main screen. Of course, you can download Apps World. Apps World from BlackBerry is not available on the 8520 out of the box, but of course you can download it directly from BlackBerry.com. So that is a quick look at the new 8520 messaging phone from Research in Motion. It is a lower cost BlackBerry for the prosumer / consumer crowd. So there it is.